And once again, a very pleasant good morning to you. It's Thursday, April the 9th. Once again, we are still stuck in our homes. Maybe it's not the worst thing. So we have a pretty good day to talk about today. Looks like the weather's going to be nice outside. Another record heat wave for our area. Looks like it could be as much as 93 degrees. They say there isn't any rain in the forecast, although it does look a little bit threatening out there, but we shall see. Will be a warm day. It's going to get a lot cooler tomorrow, or somewhat cooler anyway. All right, let's take a look at these numbers. We're going to do this like we did yesterday. Here is Indian River County. That's Vero Beach. That's where we live. We have 59 people tested positive, residents 6, hospitalized 17. We've had no deaths in our county, which is a very, very good thing. Now, let's take a look at what's the trend. I call this the trend because it does look a little bit like a trend. If we go here and we take a look at March the 31st, that's when we had our biggest peak, and we reported 8 cases were reported on March the 31st. Then there was a drop down, but there was another peak on April the 2nd with a reported 6 cases. And then it dropped down a little bit more on April the 3rd with a reported 5 cases. Then it went way down to 3 cases on April the 4th. It popped back up for 5 more cases, then down to 3 for April the 6th. And April the 7th was 3, and yesterday was 2. So if you draw a line down across the top of all the peaks and bring it down like so, you'll see that could indicate a trend. I may be overly optimistic, but that's the way it looks today. Let's go over here where it says new cases reported in the last 30 days. This is for the entire state of Florida. They have 15,234 for the total number. Hospitalized, 2,082. Deaths in the state of Florida, 323. It does appear that there could be a little bit of a trend here. On the 4th of April, we had 1,300 cases reported, and then we went down to 1,200 reported. We dropped down again to 1,100 reported, and then yesterday was 781. So there could be a bit of a trend there. Let's go take a look at the world numbers first. U.S. cases, 432,438. U.S. deaths, 14,808. Global cases, 1,496,055. Global deaths, 89,435. So that's kind of the way it looks on the big scene. Now we're going to go back and go down to Dade County, as we usually do, all the way down south. Take a look at what's going on in Dade County, because Dade and Broward have been pretty busy down there. They had 5,412 and 50 deaths. That's in Dade County, or that would be Miami. And there's a little bit of possibly a trend, as you can see, coming down. I guess tomorrow it'll give us a much better picture of exactly where we are. Now let's go over and take a look at Broward County. Okay, here Broward County has 2,302 positive cases, 63 non-resident, 311 hospitalized, and 60 deaths reported in Broward County. Then as we move on up to Palm Beach County, that will be the county just north of Broward County, and take a look at what's going on there. And they've had 69 deaths, 205 hospitalized, 39 non-residents, and 1,185 residents. That's in the Palm Beach County. Pretty large county there. Then the next county up, as you get up closer to us here in Vero Beach, that's going to be Martin County. Martin County had 1 death. That was reported yesterday. 21 hospitalized, 3 non-residents, and 105 positive people with COVID-19. Martin County. Then we'll go up to St. Lucie County. Okay, St. Lucie County. Let's get it right here, Ron. 6 deaths in St. Lucie County. That is Fort Pierce, just south of us. 34 hospitalized, 2 non-residents, a total of 127 cases. And then we'll go up to us one more time so you can remember what we did here in Indian River County, C, D, E, F, G, Ron, get it right, Indian River County. Still no deaths. That's very good. 17 hospitalized, 6 non-residents, 59 residents. This is as of this morning at about 8:15. Let's go up 2 more. We'll go up to Brevard County. That's the county just above us. Brevard County is the Melbourne area. They've had 2 deaths up there, 28 hospitalized, 6 non-residents, 99 residents. And then we'll go all the way up to Orange County. And Orange County would be Orlando. Orlando's had 11 deaths, 94 hospitalized, 59 residents, 774 residents tested positive. So that's a look at what's going on. You can check the whole state out over here on the left-hand side. One of the things we have noticed, and I read about this morning, it seems like most of the cases that have been reported, let's say more than half of the cases that had been reported, had to do with people who had been traveling. That's a very important thing to note. Now, in New York City, for example, 2/3 of the cases there were people who had been traveling to Europe or somewhere else in the world. New York certainly is the melting pot of the entire world, for heaven's sakes. So clearly that makes a lot of sense. But then a lot of the cases down here in our area in Florida were also people who had traveled recently and came down with this virus. In Vero Beach, this is another little bit of kind of useless information because it doesn't mean that much, but the most number of cases reported in Indian River County were in zip code 32960. So if that means anything to you, that would be Vero Beach proper, South Vero Beach, over by the hospital and so forth. So anyway, those are the numbers for today. So today I'm only going to post the numbers. I'm going to post those and it'll indicate this when I bring them up as just the numbers. And then I'll do another one with just the news. And then you can always go back and check the restaurants, and I'll update the restaurants from time to time. We're coming up on Easter, so there's a couple of restaurants that are doing special things for Easter. So I'll do that. But from now on, I'm only going to post the numbers by themselves, and I'm not going to tack a bunch of stuff onto it so I can get the numbers up right away, and then I can get the news up immediately following the numbers, and then anything else I'll bring up after that. Thank you very much. Have a really great day.